Thanks for joining us tonight. A teenager is injured after gunfire erupts near her home. Columbus police say 29-year-old Desi John Harris Jr. is charged with felony accessory after the fact of aggravated assault. Saturday night, police were called to the 1500 block of 12th Avenue South. Columbus Police Chief Fred Shelton says there was an argument between two people that ended with gunfire. A 14-year-old girl was hit in the ankle by a bullet. She is expected to be okay. Police say they're still looking for another man involved in that incident. Harris is in the Lowndes County Detention Center. This weekend's shooting marks the fourth one in nearly 2 weeks for the city of Columbus. Our Quentin Smith speaks with the mayor about the alarming numbers. So, Quentin, are these shootings prompting change throughout the city?
Yes, Scott, they are. And in fact, some of the changes are already happening. No city wants to see these types of things happen in the community. So, as a result, the mayor is implementing new measures at all city-owned venues, along with having a heavier police presence in high-crime areas.
Gun violence is not the answer.
For the past 2 weeks,
if you look for trouble, I can assure you, you're going to find trouble.
Blue lights and crime tape have become familiar sights in the city of Columbus.
I would encourage, all of our youth to lay your guns down.
4 shootings in a span of just 10 days now has the community on edge, and city leaders working to put a stop to the violence.
Easy for the parents to say as what the mayor and the city council are going to do, but as a parent, what are the parents going to do?
Mayor Robert Smith says the solution to the problem first begins at the home.
I would encourage the parents to get more actively involved as far as with their kids to see whether or not they have handguns. And if they do have handguns, then they need to start at home as far as encouraging their kids from the standpoint is that, hey, violence is not the answer.
The recent shootings have prompted city leaders to implement security measures at all city-owned venues after Erica White was killed outside of the Probst Park Activity Center. Those changes include changing the closing time from midnight to 10 o'clock at night, increasing the lighting outside of the venues, installing security cameras both inside and outside of the buildings, as well as requiring the lessee to hire a certified security guard for their event. Mayor Smith says police will also have more boots on the ground in the high crime areas as another way to help deter crime.
Anytime as mayor you hear of a death of just a bystander, is that whether it's a bystander of a death, is senseless.
Along with implementing new security measures and more involvement from parents and community members, Smith says there's another way to help the friendly city live up to its name.
We hope that in the future that our adults and our youth will take heed and try to do a better job of respecting each other and communicating with each other.
Now, of the 4 shootings, 1 was fatal. The victims and the others were taken to the hospital, and at last check are all recovering. Now, arrests have been made in 3 of those shootings. If you have any information on these incidents, you're asked to contact the Columbus Police Department. Scott?
All right, Quentin, thank you very much. Final arrangements have been made for a Columbus teenager fatally shot after a birthday party more than a week ago. Visitation for 16-year-old Erica White will be Friday from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Carter's Funeral Home right here in Columbus. The funeral service will be held Saturday at 2 p.m. at Vibrant Church. White was killed July 20th at a Sweet 16 party at the Probst Park Community Activity Center. Police are looking for a motive as to why a gunman went on a deadly rampage at a food festival in Northern California Sunday, leaving 3 dead. 12 others were shot and dozens more hurt as they ran away. Chris Martinez has the very latest from Los Angeles.
Police confirmed the identity of the Gilroy Garlic Festival shooter as 19-year-old Santino William Lagan.
And I say that name with some hesitation because I don't believe that somebody like this deserves the notoriety, the recognition.
Investigators say Lagan, armed with an AK-47 assault-type rifle, evaded security by cutting through a back fence and then opened fire, killing 6-year-old Stephen Romero while he was playing in a bounce house. Also killed, 13-year-old Kayla Salazar and 25-year-old Trevor Irby. Officers began exchanging gunfire with the suspect within a minute.
Despite the fact that they were outgunned, with their handguns against a rifle, those 3 officers were able to fatally wound that suspect, and the event ended very quickly.
The chief says the suspect legally purchased his weapon in Nevada on July 9th. Investigators searched Legann's home early Monday morning, leaving with paper bags and other evidence. Neighbor Kavika Palacios says he didn't know Legann very well.
The conversations I had with him, just your normal everyday, young kid.
Police are now checking Legann's social media accounts and computers to determine whether he was affiliated with any particular groups and whether he acted alone.
The Gilroy community will mourn, but we will get through it.
So far, police do not know the shooter's motive. Chris Martinez, CBS News.
President Trump condemned the shooter as a wicked murderer, saying the nation would grieve for the victims' families. Here closer to home, police in Meridian are trying to find the man who fired shots at a city precinct this afternoon. Take a look at this man here. Chief Benny DuBose says someone reported hearing shots in the 20th Street area. When police got there, they noticed the building had several bullet holes. Police released this image of the man they think fired at that building. If you have any information, you're asked to call the Meridian Police Department. Time now to get a first look at our forecast. We'll send things over to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson. Hey there, Keith.
Scott, we have some showers and thunder showers roaming through Kilmichael and French Camp right now. Some locally heavy downpours, a little bit of thunder and lightning in this. A lot of this is beginning to weaken, but still some good downpours across the western reaches of the area, still holding dry farther east. And a lot of this will tend to weaken as it continues moving off to the east. We've got 69 in Grenada, 68 in Oxford where it has been raining, but mid-70s where it has not been raining. So we still have the chance for some showers and storms, but as I mentioned, a lot of that weakens as it continues moving east, low 70s tonight. Back into the mid to upper 80s tomorrow, scattered showers and storms, maybe a few gusty ones too. Your full forecast, Scott, in just a few minutes.
Hundreds of women are looking to expand their agriculture businesses at a conference this week in Northeast Mississippi. Riley Martin has more from the Women in Agriculture Conference.
Lula Cole and Diane Hall are about to start a timber and goat farming operation, but before they launch their new venture, they want some sound business advice.
We're business owners in Alabama, but, like I said, you just want a backup plan.
That's why the business partners, who were also sisters, joined hundreds of others at the Women in Agriculture Conference. The theme is Sustaining the World.
And we do have a list, a master schedule.
The conference is hosted by the Alcorn State University Extension Program along with the Minority Farmers Alliance. There are keynote speakers and breakout sessions covering topics such as basics of goat production, forestry practices for small farmers, and tax planning and record keeping. Cole hopes the conference allows her to hear from experts on a number of topics and also make contacts with other farmers.
I want to say that I'm grateful for this opportunity because a lot of people don't even know these conferences are happening, so they can gain knowledge and network and meet people that are already doing what they want to do.
Jennifer Clay is with the Natural Resource Conservation Service with USDA. She is sharing the importance of effective marketing. She says more women are getting into the broad field of agriculture as a business enterprise.
So we see more women all the time coming in for technical advice, not just applying for the programs, but technical advice on how to address issues that they're having on their farm as far as erosion or watering facilities or fencing as well.
The Women in Agriculture Conference wraps up Tuesday at the Bancorp South Conference Center. In Tupelo, Riley Martin, WCBI News.
Pretty quiet here in Vernon, Alabama right now. Live view at Durham's Pharmacy. We may not see any rain over here tonight, but still the chance for some showers and storms tomorrow in the West Alabama. That rain opportunity 50%, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Your full forecast is next.
Your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
We caught this batch of storms moving into Oxford tonight. You can see that outflow boundary right there. Following it, some turbulent clouds and then some rain. And that's how it looked this evening in Oxford as those storms rolled on in. And we still have some wet weather out there. Looking back to the west from downtown Louisville, Mississippi, not a lot of lightning in this tonight, but there has been some lightning from time to time recently. But overall, not a lot of cloud to ground strikes. That's what we are displaying here. Some good downpours though. French Camp, Kilmichael, Winona, you've had it. Also moving through the Kosciuszko area, but it's beginning to lose a little bit of its punch as it continues moving east. And oddly of note, an item of note rather, that's a little outflow boundary kicking out from these showers that died earlier back to the northwest. So a couple of areas of interest here this evening, but overall this stuff should tend to weaken as it continues pushing east. Some of it though could actually hold on during the night, so we will all have the chance for a shower or thunder shower tonight, lows into the low 70s. Your planner for your Tuesday, we start out in the 70s, but likely back into the mid to upper 80s during the course of the day. Winds from the southwest is about 5 to 10. We will all have a better chance for some showers and storms tomorrow. The rain opportunity about 50%. Much like today, some of you may get a pretty good soaking with some gusty breezes, some thunder and lightning. Some spots may not see a lot, but that's what we are looking at for Tuesday. Here's Hurricane Eric way out in the Pacific. For reference, that is Honolulu and the Big Island of Hawaii out there. Minimal storm, sustained wind at 75 miles per hour, and over the next couple of days, this is going to just stay south of the Hawaiian Islands. So if you're going out that way, close, but probably just to the south, some showers and maybe some high surf out there in Hawaii as that system approaches. Locally, let's pull it back into North Mississippi and West Alabama. Tomorrow morning, for the commute, there could be some showers and thunder showers around 70s to start out. But as the day goes on, we're back into the mid to upper 80s and still the opportunity for some showers and storms around. Tomorrow night, upper 60s to low 70s. A lot of what does develop tomorrow will tend to simmer on down tomorrow night. And for our day Wednesday, likely another chance for some showers and thunder showers, mid to upper 80s for highs, but the rain opportunity goes down. Here's your AccuWeather 7-day forecast. That rain chance tomorrow, 50%, 30% Wednesday, down to 20 Thursday, Friday. So as the rain chances go down a little bit after tomorrow, temperatures go back up into the low 90s, and we'll just carry over the weather pattern into the weekend, Scott. Low 90s with a few scattered storms.
The Falcon family shows some spirit in welcoming back teachers and students. We take a look at the kickoff for a new school year later in the show. Summer brings outdoor fun, but it also brings more outdoor pests. Most are annoying, but some can be dangerous, and your little ones could be most at risk. We find out more in tonight's Health Talk with Baptist.
Why do babies and children need insect repellent? Hi, I'm Dr. Andrea Morris, pediatrician at Baptist Memorial Hospital, Golden Triangle. I want to talk to you tonight about insect repellent and your children. Now that warmer weather is here, that means more bugs, mosquitoes, biting flies, and ticks, which can make children miserable. Once considered just a nuisance, we now know that insect bites can often lead to serious medical problems. Not only can certain insects and ticks spread diseases like West Nile virus, Lyme disease, and Rocky Mountain spotted fever, the bites themselves can become infected with bacteria like MRSA or antibiotic-resistant staph. Although most parents know that they can use insect repellent on their older children, many are surprised that it's considered safe to use most insect repellents on infants aged 2 months and older to prevent bites from mosquitoes and other insects. But how do you know which ones are safe? In general, the best insect repellent provides enough protection against biting insects and ticks for your child, and that usually depends on how much time your child will be outside. Insect repellents containing DEET have been tested and approved as safe for kids, but it is important to use them carefully and correctly. The amount of DEET varies, but the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that products for children should contain no more than 30% DEET. Read labels and always be sure to follow all directions and precautions. Join us next time for Health Talk with Baptist, when we will discuss how to safely apply insect repellent to babies and children.
Mail your topic suggestions to healthtalk@wcbi.com. Health Talk has been brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital, Golden Triangle.
Heritage Academy returns to the gridiron with a lot of motivation, poised for another playoff push. See the high school football tour preview next in sports.
WCBI Sports with Tom Ebel.
Academy Week continues on the high school football tour. Stop number 36, taking us to our own backyard. The Heritage Academy Patriots have state championship on their minds, especially after coming so close a season ago. The Pats hope a special group of seniors leads the way to another championship ring.
WCBI's 60 Schools in 60 Days is brought to you by Sparklight.
29 wins, 2 division championships, 2 semifinal appearances. The accomplishments of the past 3 years for the 2019 Heritage Academy senior class has put the Patriots back on the map. A close-knit group that knows there's only one thing left to do.
It transpires to the field. Once we get out there playing, we just look out for each other and want to make that play or make this block or make that tackle for your brother.
This is very special what we've done here, but it's never something to settle over. You got to stay hungry. And definitely football is the time to win one.
You know, we knew this class was going to be talented, and their sophomore year kind of exceeded expectations. And then last year, you know, came within one game, and, you know, that's kind of been the rallying cry of the summer is, you know, go finish now.
The Patriots' motivation coming up just short of a state championship appearance in 2018, falling to eventual state champion Adams County in the semifinals.
Left some plays out there, kind of left a little bit out there. Wish we could have maybe 1 or 2 games back so we could probably play in that state championship game. And for us to just get back out there as a family and as a brotherhood and get back to work, it's exciting.
Just knowing last summer how hard we pushed ourselves and we only made it to the semifinals is what's pushing us harder this summer to make us work harder and do everything just 2 times better than we did last year. So hopefully we can get to that state championship and win it.
Heritage Academy has made it a habit to win state championships, basketball and baseball winning titles in the past year. This football team believes and knows it's their turn next.
I feel like it's more important than any of my success. I just mainly the thing I want to do and finish out my high school is win championship with all my brothers.
I know that we have the best team in 5A football and that we can go out there and just we play our game of football and we can win state easily.
Pressure's on us now, and I've told the guys, you know, anything less than a ring is a disappointment.
The Patriots kick off 2019 with a MAIS heavyweight matchup with Jackson Prep at CL Mitchell Field. With Heritage Academy on the high school football tour, Tom Ebel, WCBI Sports. Academy Week continues on the high school football tour all throughout this week. We make the trip to Winston County, checking in with the other Patriots, the Winston Academy Patriots coming up tomorrow, Oak Hill Academy on Wednesday, Winona Christian on Thursday, and then rounding out the work week with the Columbus Christian Rams on Friday. Check out any of the stops you may have missed to this point on our website, WCBI.com, or on our social media accounts at WCBI Endzone on Twitter and Facebook. SEC tournament titles and NCAA tournament runs earns Mississippi State Tennis a much-deserved upgrade. The athletics department announcing the breaking ground of a new $8 million indoor tennis facility. The new 48,000 square foot facility is expected to be completed by spring of 2020 and will include 6 indoor tennis courts. Former Mississippi State Bulldog and Houston Hilltopper Chris Jones named among the NFL's best by his peers. Jones was named the 36th best player in the NFL, named in the NFL Network's top 100 players list. Jones set an NFL record in 2018, recording a sack in 11 straight games while finishing with a career-high 15.5 sacks. The Tupelo 49ers take home the American Legion Baseball State Championship for the second straight summer, defeating Pontotoc in a walk-off 6-5. It's back-to-back seasons. Tupelo's title win came on a walk-off. The 49ers will travel to the University of Tampa for the Southeast Regional Tournament on August 7th through the 11th and are set to face the South Carolina State champion to open the tournament. That's it for sports. We'll have a last year forecast coming up right after the break.
Are getting ready to go back to school to help ring in the new school year. There was a community-wide pep rally at the Columbus High School football stadium. Dozens filled the stands wearing purple and gold. Several city and school leaders, including Dr. Cherie Labat and Chief Fred Shelton, they were all there. The night was about coming together and getting excited for the new upcoming year. The band performed, as well as cheerleaders, and the district announced this year's athletes. The first day for the school year this fall is August 6th. Hard to believe. What, next week? The week after?
Next week,
Oh,
school's
Lord.
back. Woo. Growing up in Michigan, our school didn't start until after Labor Day, so it's always early down here. It's a little change of pace, I guess, but school's coming regardless.
That's true. That's true.
All right, summer vacation's almost done. We have some showers and thunder showers back west. A lot of that fizzles tonight. We'll still have the opportunity for some storms tomorrow. Rain chances decrease later this week. School's coming, but summer's holding on here.
Yeah, and it's going to be so hot when those kiddos start school next week.
Happens every year, seems like.
Stay cool. They make them fans that you can plug into your iPhone.
I used to have one of those.
I'd set at my desk like this.
Need
just
to
fan myself.
Need to have one.
All right. Thanks, Keith. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you back here tomorrow.